Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be giving you an update on my life. My husband has been gone on deployment for about a month and 3/4 of a month, so not a whole lot of time, but closer to 2 months, so time has passed. And so I'm just going to update you guys, and this is like an unplanned video, so it's just whatever my heart pours out to you, that's what it's going to pour out to you. And I want to be really honest and vulnerable with you guys in this video. And so I didn't plan it. So just bear with me as I may or may not ramble. I have no idea. So yeah, so let's get started on my update. So if you guys have been with me for a while, you know that my husband was gone before deployment for about 2 months. And you guys saw me cry during those 2 months, and now I haven't really cried. And it's not that I am not sad, but I think the difference now is that before, in those 2 months, he was gone and I was anticipating for deployment. And you all know how scary the anticipation and how sad the anticipation is. And so I think in those 2 months, it was like him being gone and him coming back and then him leaving again that was like stirring all of these emotions in me. And now that he's gone, it's like all this weight is lifted off. And he's gone, and when he comes back, he is going to stay here. He's not going to go on another deployment or a long underway or anything like that. And so I think I'm not as sad. Like, I'm sad, but I'm not as sad as before. And so you probably won't see me cry on videos. I actually don't know. That could be a lie because who knows what will happen. But I'm doing a lot better than I did those 2 months that he was gone. And I do have my sad days though, and my sad days consist of basically just zoning out. And those are the really bad days where I don't want to think, I don't want to feel, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit on the couch, watch TV, look at my phone, scroll on social media, basically just not think at all, not use any brain power whatsoever, because I don't want to think about the fact that I'm lonely. I don't want to think about the fact that I'm sad or that my husband is gone or that whatever is going on in my life at that moment. I don't want to think about it. And I think those are the hardest days because I'm not being honest with myself. Because if I were to be honest with myself and say, I'm sad right now, I just need to cry for about 10 minutes, then I think I would feel a lot better. Just to cry for 10 minutes and say, I just need to get it out. But the worst days are when I just decide not to feel, that I don't want to feel, I don't want to cry. And I think I've told you guys before that I struggle with crying because I think it's a sign of weakness. And that's something that I'm having to grow in and think that no, crying is a strength and feelings are strengths. And so I'm learning how to cry, but I think my worst days so far are just blanking out. And my good days, I think, are just like, again, staying busy. And as some of you guys know, I got a job. And so I've been doing my job this past week, and that's really helped me stay busy and everything. But I think like loneliness is really, really killing me these days because like I have my dog, and I've told you guys, he's like the greatest. I can talk to him, and I do talk to him. But when I sit and I think about just being alone, it's hard. And I wish I could talk to someone. I wish that I, like, now I'm gonna cry. I told you I was gonna cry. You never know, you guys. You never know when you're gonna cry. It could just come at any moment because your heart is triggered by life. So, I think that's the hardest part. I think I hit a soft spot in my heart where I just want, the thing that I want most is him to come home him to come home. Him to come home, and I talked to him about if I had a good day, if I had a bad day, if something happened that day, if, whatever happens, I just want to be able to get it out. Because I don't know if I've talked about this on my channel, but some things that I've been kind of expressing to my friends here in Washington is that I have a problem with anxiousness, which I've told you about, but I am a verbal processor. And so, in order to get my feelings out of my head, I have to talk to someone. I have to get them out. I can't just rationalize and be like, oh, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't just get over it immediately or like think about it and it be gone. I have to talk to someone. I have to process with them. I just have to get it out. And the fact that he hasn't been here, it's really, really hard, because if I've had a really bad day or had a really bad experience, I want to be able to talk to him and say, this is what happened. Like, this is how I'm feeling. This is this. And my husband's a great listener, and we complete each other that way. And I think that's just like, that struck me, because I've been really struggling with taking all of this and putting it out. It's just been stuck in my head, you guys. And that's one of the reasons that I just sit and scroll through my phone or watch TV and zone out, because I just don't want to think. I don't want to think about all of these things that are going on in my head anymore. I want to get them out, and I have no one to get them out to, who, like I do to my friends and stuff, but late at night if I'm thinking about something, I can't roll over and talk to him about it. I can't, do all those things. And so I think that's the hardest part in my life, at least, is not getting to express the things that are going on in my heart and in my mind, and having someone be there and say it's going to be okay, or I'm here with you, like, we can fight this together, and it's just, that's hard. Dang it, I said it wouldn't cry, but I did. However, I do want to tell you guys something that I told someone the other day. He's a good friend in my young adults group, and he asked me, would I change the distance? Would I change the fact that he's gone on deployment? Would I change any of those things? And what I told him was that if you would have asked me this a year ago, a few months ago even, I would have said yes. I don't want him to go on deployment. I don't want him to leave at all. I would have basically just said everything that I do not want to happen as far as distance. But now that I'm here, now that I am in the deployment, now that I am crying, now that I am living this life, I honestly don't think I would change it. I don't think I would take back the tears or the sadness or the loneliness or any of those things. I wouldn't take them back. And I say that because my relationship with Christ has grown so much in just a month and 3/4 of a month. And it's grown in ways of, like I said, I relied so much on my husband to be that person that I said, I need to tell you this. I need to get it out. I need to verbally process this. I need you to be there for me to listen and, whatever. But the Lord has really shown me how much I depend on my husband and how little I depend on him. And I have told myself that only my husband is the person that can release what is going on in my brain. And I forgot that the Lord Jesus Christ is the one who created my mind, who gave me thoughts, who is the creator of my whole entire being. And for some reason, I just thought, he can't take these thoughts away from me. He can't help me with my anxiety. only my husband can. And I have really been battling with that thought these past few weeks of thinking, my husband is not the one that can heal or take away my thoughts. Does he help? Yes, he does help. He helps so much. But I think that God is ultimately the person that will heal my heart and mind. And I forgot that. And when he asked me if I would change it, I said no, because there is so much that God is going to grow me in these 6 months that I didn't even think about. I didn't even realize that I struggled with these things, that I relied on my husband for things, and I knew I relied on him, but not for this much. Like, even the fact that I have to tell only him my thoughts, and only him, he will fix them. So it's been a journey to see how I'm growing, and how I'm growing in loneliness, and being okay with being lonely, because I heard a sermon the other day from one of our pastors who talked about being okay with boredom. And when boredom happens, that's where the Lord can grow you the most, because when you're sitting and you're quiet, that's when you can hear God. That's when he can reach you. Instead of, with all this like chaotic stuff and everything, it's like when you're sitting in peace, that's when God can reach you. And it was just like another thing that was like, oh, so I need to grow in boredom. I need to grow in loneliness and being okay with being lonely. And it's just like all of these things that he has just opened my eyes to, and things that I didn't know I needed to be okay with. Like, because most of us think we need to escape loneliness. We need to escape boredom. We need to escape all of these things. And that's what the world tells us. But it's like, honestly, God wants us to be alone. He wants to reach us in our loneliness. And it's like truly, truly amazing. And you wouldn't think about it, but it's like God has shown me those things. And so, yeah, this has been like a really weird month and 3/4 of a month. Because it's just like, it's like the first part of God just like showing me all of this stuff, and he's preparing me for the rest of the 6 months to grow me in those things. And I want to just tell you that because I believe truly, 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 truly that God has a plan for deployments. Because he's not separating you for nothing. He's separating you to grow you in some kind of way, whether it's loneliness, whether it's depending on him, being okay with boredom, giving him your thoughts like me. And I truly believe that he has a plan in this difficult time. But as you guys know, as I like literally just cried, that I am still sad, and I still have my hard days. And so I'm working on those. I'm working on not shutting my brain off, because I just tend to do that, and I'm trying not to, because it's like a coping mechanism or something that I just shut my brain off. And I don't want to think. I don't want to think at all. So that's something that I'm going to have to grow in. But like, again, I have my good days, my bad days. I have my triggers. Definitely have my triggers. They're obvious. I think just missing him. I'm going to cry again. Missing him is the toughest part. Because I'll look at a picture of him, and this might be a little bit weird, TMI, but I think my husband is the most handsome person in the world. And so I look at a picture of him, and I'm like, he's so wonderful. Like, I got to talk to him on the phone the other day, and I heard his laugh. I was like, and I literally told him this. I was like, you have the most beautiful laugh I've ever heard in my entire life. And I just like cried, because it was so beautiful. And I missed it. I missed his laugh and us laughing together. And So a lot of missing. I like literally, again, didn't plan this video, so it's just random stuff that's coming out of my mouth. I miss him. I miss him a lot. But I'm super thankful for the job that I have, and being distracted by that is really amazing in a weird way. It's amazing to be distracted, but at the same time I need to feel. I need to get it out, and so I'm glad that I'm kind of getting it out right now. But yeah, so I don't know if I answered the question about how I'm doing, but I'm doing like this. Like, this is how I'm doing. Like, some days are this, some days are this, and then some days are this. So I'm just gonna keep it like this. I'm doing like this. So don't worry about me though. I'm doing okay. I don't always cry. I actually most of the time don't cry, but I need to. So I need to get it out. And I have amazing friends here that have been uplifting me and being so, so awesome. And I actually almost weekly get asked, how's Connor doing? How are you doing? And so I think that's super, super important to have those people in your life to be able to ask you, how are you doing? So yeah, that's my video. I don't know how that went. So I'm going to look this video over and hopefully I post it, because I want you to see me cry and stuff, and real Brittani here, being vulnerable Brittani. So yeah, I don't know how to end this video now. So I'm just gonna end this video right here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy me crying and being vulnerable, let me know, because I will do more videos like this. And I like doing videos like this anyways, just being vulnerable with you guys. So just let me know in the comments, give me some lovely, encouraging words if you want, or emails or letters, whatever you want to do. And I pray for all of you guys. I pray for the ones that their husbands are deployed, boyfriends are deployed, and the separations. I always like to pray for y'all. So let me know if your significant other is gone, so I can add you into my prayers. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.